Let's try this now. Hear the crunch? Hi and welcome to Spice and Pans. Today we'll be cooking Nagoya famous salt and pepper chicken wings. So let's start cooking. In collaboration with Pots and Pans Culinary Studio, we are launching an incredible cooking course featuring our loved recipes. Join us in our exclusive local Chinese delight course. Sign up with the link below or scan this QR code. See you there! Now we are going to marinate our chicken wings. I have with me over here 1 kilogram of wings cut into halves like this. Add in 1 teaspoon of salt and a few dashes of white pepper. If you are using more or less of the chicken wings, just adjust accordingly. Now all we have to do is just mix them up well and we will marinate them for at least half an hour. In the meanwhile, I'll show you how I prepare my sauce. Now we'll prepare the sauce for the wings. I will show you 2 ways to do it. The first way is if you have all the ingredients. First, without turning on the heat, we'll add in approximately 1 teaspoon of grated ginger and 1 clove of grated garlic. There's no need to add oil for this. Add in also 2 tablespoons of sake, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of mirin or Japanese sweet wine, and 1.5 teaspoon of brown sugar. If you do not have brown sugar, you can always use white sugar. Now we'll turn up the flame to medium and bring this to a boil. Make sure you mix them around. We want the sugar to melt. Now the quantity of the sauce will depend on how much wings you're making, but in order to make this easier to cook, this is the minimum of what we should do actually. Otherwise it will be very difficult to cook the sauce. Don't worry if you see a little bit of flame because the alcohol is actually evaporating. When it comes to a boil, we'll switch the heat down to low and continue to thicken this for a while. We'll cook this for approximately another 3 or 5 minutes until it thickens. I'll be showing you another method to do this sauce without using mirin and sake also for our Muslim friends out there. So let me just cook this down first. It must be a little bit boiling like this so that the sauce can thicken and the water can evaporate. I've been cooking the sauce for approximately 3 to 5 minutes and I think it's ready. Let's give this a test. Using the back of a porcelain spoon, just put it down. You should be able to coat it like this. That means the sauce is done. Now we turn off the flame and transfer this to a bowl for it to cool down. And I'll show you the next sauce that I'm making. Now I'll show you another method to make the sauce. Without turning on the heat, add in approximately 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, 1 clove of grated garlic. Instead of mirin and sake, we will be adding in 3 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. For the sugar, I'm using 1 3/4 teaspoon of brown sugar. You can use white sugar if you want. Now the sugar content of this is slightly higher compared to the previous version that I made. It's because mirin actually contains sweetness inside it, and because we are replacing water with it, we need to add in a little bit more sugar. Now we'll turn the heat up to medium and bring this to a boil. Mix it up well. Make sure we melt the sugar. So same like how we did our previous sauce, we just need to boil this and then we thicken this up. So once it's boiling, we'll turn down the heat and continue to mix them up well. We just want to thicken this sauce. We want some small boiling bubbles like this, alright, so that we can evaporate the water over here, and then the sauce will be thick and nice. You want to release the flavors from the ginger as well as the garlic too. I've been cooking this for a few minutes, approximately 3 minutes or so. I think the sauce is ready. Let's just give this a test. So the same thing, using a spoon, the sauce should easily coat the spoon like this. That means this is done. We'll turn the heat off and we'll place this aside to cool down. And I'll show you the next step after this. Now we're going to fry our white peppercorns. I have with me over here 2.5 tablespoons of white peppercorn. Without turning on the heat, we just place everything in first. Using medium-low heat, we will slowly roast them until they start to pop. Now this step is optional. You can actually use white pepper powder if you don't want to go through the trouble of roasting white peppercorn like me and grinding them later. But this is definitely more fragrant. Wow, I can really smell the beautiful aroma from the pepper. Remember to move them around like this. Then rest them for 10 seconds or so. And then we move them around again. We don't want to burn them, yeah? You will start to hear some crackling also, or popping sound from the pepper. That means it's almost ready. Right? You can hear the pip piap, pip piap. This is what we want. Right? You can see some of the peppercorns are starting to jump. And now we know that they are ready. We'll turn off the heat and we'll grind them now. Now I'm going to ground my peppercorn using my spice and coffee grinder. Just pour in your peppercorn. If you do not have this, you can use your mortar and pestle. Of course, this is optional. You can always use ground white pepper. I think this is done. Let's have a look. Right, this is how I want it to be. Now I'll set this aside and I'll show you the next step after this. Now we are just going to coat the chicken wings with corn flour. There's no exact measurement. Just start with 1 or 2 cups first. If it's not enough, just add it on later. Okay? So just take one piece of the wing, put it in, turn it around. Just coat all the sides well. Okay, make sure that every crooks and crannies are being coated with the corn flour. After you're done with this, just squeeze them a little bit to make sure that the flour stays on the wings and just shake off the excess flour. Okay, continue to do the rest and I'll show you the next step after this. Now we will start to deep fry our chicken. Heat up a pot or a wok of oil using medium heat. We must make sure that the oil is hot enough. How do we test this? By using your bamboo chopstick or a skewer. Put it in. If you see bubbles rising up like this, that means this is hot enough. Okay, we'll start frying them. One by one, we will put in our chicken. Do not move your chicken. We want the crust to form first and don't overcrowd the wok. We will fry each side until they are light golden brown. And we'll do a double fry so that they will be very crispy. I've been frying this for about 1 to 2 minutes. Let's have a look. The crust has formed already, but it's not brown yet, so we'll continue frying this side. Of course, if you want to air fry this, no problem at all. All you have to do is just spray some oil on your wings, put it into your air fryer, air fry them for 180 degrees Celsius for the first 15 minutes, and then at 200 degrees Celsius for another 5 to 8 minutes to brown them up. It's been another 1 to 2 minutes. Let's have a look. Right, we can see a little bit of color. Now we can turn it over. I've got to know this dish when I was traveling in Nagoya for our holidays, and this is really, really good. We really love this, and that's the reason why I'm replicating this dish today. Another 2 minutes has passed. Let's have a look. Right, something like this will be good. A light golden brown color. We will now remove the wings from the oil and we'll add in a new batch of it. Remember, we are going to do a double fry later, so we don't want this to be too brown. So once I've fried all my wings, I'll show you how I do my double fry. I'll see you back in a while. I've fried all the chicken wings once already, and I'm going to do a double fry now. Heat up your oil using medium-high heat, and now we just put our wings in. Be very careful when you add the chicken because the oil is super hot. You want to fry this to a very beautiful golden brown color. If you can't fit all the chicken in, you can fry them in 2 separate batches. Wow, it is getting very crispy. I can feel it with my tongs. This step is also to push out the oil so that your chicken wings will be less oily. This is looking so good. Just fry them for a while until you get the color that you want. The chicken is basically cooked already. We now just want them to be really crispy and of course the color to be nice. So this is the color that we want. A beautiful golden brown. We'll remove them from the oil now and we'll continue with our second batch. I'll show you the next step after I finish frying all my chicken. I've finished frying all my chicken wings. And now all I have to do is just coat the wings with the sauce. I've tried both sauces and the taste profile is very similar. So just pour about half of the sauce over the chicken first. All right, cover it up again. Give it a good shake. And then we'll do the rest. Try to coat the chicken or every piece of chicken with some of the sauce. You need to do this because later on the pepper will stick onto the chicken better. So same thing, cover this up. Well, as you can see, the sauce has covered the wings. Now we add in our pepper. This is the ground white pepper that I've dry roasted just now. Now, how much you want to use is really up to yourself. I'm just going to add a little bit in first, and then I'm just going to mix them around. Of course, if you like it more peppery, you can always add a little bit more. Ooh, I can smell how beautiful and how aromatic this is now. A little bit more pepper. I love the taste of pepper. Okay, now we just toss this for one last time. Plate this up and it's time for lunch. And now the dish is done, let's have a taste. The aroma is really, really beautiful. I love the peppery aroma that's coming from the chicken. Let's try this now. Hear the crunch? That flavor profile is really what I love. Savory, sweet, peppery. This is really, really good. I'm going to make this very, very often. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like our video. Do click like on our video and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and now it's your turn to cook. See you. Bye bye. Whoa. Whoa. Happy camper.